Assalamu alaikum, dear friends, how are you? Many a times we are unable to take a decision, or even if at all we have taken a decision, we are unable to carry it out, unable to stick to it and take the initiative. Rather, we start second guessing. This second guessing, it is a kind of attitude, habit, weakness, call it anything. It cripples us. It does not allow us to move forward at all. It does not allow us. So, for that reason, I think we need to take it seriously because we become a sort of zombie, paralyzed person. It is really important to control a situation like this one and to come out of, this habit of second guessing because it is spoiling our future, spoiling our life at all. Today we have made it a topic of our discussion about how can we stop the second guessing since it is quite a lot of problem. So let's talk about what are the types of second guessing. What are the types of second guessing? There are three types of second guessing. Number one, it is self doubt, questioning one's own abilities or judgment. Questioning one's own abilities or judgment, that is the self doubt. It is one of the three kinds of types of second guessing. The second type of second guessing is decision regret, reconsidering past choices, reconsidering past choices, the choices we made in the past. So that is decision regret. This is the second form of second guessing. The third form of second guessing is hypothetical thinking, imagining alternative outcomes. What if this happens? What if this happened? And what if that happened? So it is the what if which keep coming to our mind, does not allow us to become a stable person. We remain unstable. So the types of these are the three types of second guessing. Now we need to know what are the causes of second guessing. So the first cause of second guessing, it is the fear of failure. Fear of failure. I think failure is not as bad as the fear of failure. So, for that reason, we need to overcome this fear of failure because the fear of failure literally it cripples us, does not allow us to move forward, does not allow us to implement the program we have made. Now, the second possible reason of possible cause of second guessing, it is the attitude of perfectionism. There are people who want to perform in a perfect manner. Those people who are of the view that my work, my decision must be a perfect one, nothing less than the perfect at all. So I think the perfection is nothing at all. There is no such thing which is called perfect. If at all something is perfect in your opinion, it will definitely be quite a faulty one in the opinion of another person, or at least it will be not perfect at all. So do come out of that. It the second cause of this second guessing, it is the perfectionism. The third cause of it, that is anxiety. that is anxiety. Being anxious, the fourth cause of this second guessing, it is the self doubt, doubting ourselves, not believing in ourselves, rather keep doubting about ourselves. So that is the fourth major cause of second guessing. Now the fifth major cause of it is the past experiences. The experiences were better in the past, these were not pleasant, not according to our own wishes. So the past reason, the past experiences could also be a cause, could also be a reason of this second guessing. Now the sixth reason, the sixth possible cause of this second guessing, it is the fear of criticism. We people are remain afraid of criticism, maybe more than any other thing. So that is not good at all. Criticizing, no matter what is the purpose of those people, what are the real intentions behind their criticism. At least it is an opportunity, or we can take it as an opportunity to learn. We might come across certain new ideas which otherwise might not have been possible. Only we could found it because of the criticism. Criticism is not bad. Do not go on their intentions at all. Rather try to learn something, try to improve out of every criticism. Now the seventh possible reason of this second guessing, it is the lack of confidence. Confidence is more important than, maybe it is one of the most important thing. Self confidence, it is one of the most important thing, because the absence of the self confidence, we are actually, despite all the resources, despite all the capabilities and the talent, I think we are unable to perform at all if at all we are not confident. Or very safely speaking, I think we start underperforming, not performing according to our own capabilities, only because we are lacking the self confidence. Now the next segment is, what are the consequences of second guessing? One such consequence, it is the indecisiveness. It is the indecisiveness, lack of decision making. I think if at all we are unable to make a decision, so what the life will come to a standstill. The life will come to a standstill. We don't have to do that. We do have to take the decision. Even if at all our decisions are not perfect, but we do need to take the decision. Now the second consequence of this second guessing, it is the procrastination. I keep deferring whatever we have to do till tomorrow, till the day after tomorrow, unable to do the thing, unable to carry on the thing. Now, the third reason for the second guessing, it is the anxiety and the stress. Quite often, these people who are found suffering from the second guessing, they are seen, suffering from anxiety, suffering from the stress. And the fourth possible, consequence of this second guessing, it is missed opportunities, because we were unable to take the decision. So for that reason, we have missed the very important opportunity, and we will keep regretting maybe throughout our life. So for that reason, I think that this is also a kind of outcome, possible outcome of the second guessing. Now the fifth possible outcome of the second guessing, it is eroding self confidence. Eroding self confidence, the self confidence will keep going down. The level of the self confidence will keep going down with the passage of time. So that is, the fifth consequence of this second guessing. Now the sixth consequence of this sixth and the last consequence of this second guessing, it is relationship strain. Relationship strain, I think our relationships too suffer, and suffer a lot, because they people, our relationships, they start thinking that maybe we are somebody who are nothing, and we will never be able to take a stand on anything else. So for that reason, they they leave us, or they create a considerably, a good distance between us and themselves. So our relationships suffer as well, because the relationship, experiences the strain. Now there should be certain ways to overcome this second guessing. Yes, there are seven possible ways, seven options we do have how to overcome this second guessing. Now the first of all, it is the self compassion. What is the self compassion? Every time somebody fails to come up to the expectation, and we suffer a setback, or we are unable to perform, don't be a very harsh critic of yourself. Instead, we need to console ourselves. The way we console, the way we comfort, the way we treat the kind in a kind-hearted manner to a very loved one in the same manner, I think that we need to practice the self compassion here. So the one possible way to overcome this second guessing, it is the self compassion. The second way to overcome this self compassion, it is the decision making framework. We need to put a deadline, that I have to take a decision by the end of that time, and I need to gather all the needed information, so that I am better able to take the decision. So it is the second possible way. It is the decision framework. Now the third possible way, it is realistic expectation. Do not expect unrealistically. Do not expect too much from anybody, or from any experience, from any decision. So for that reason, our expectation should be very reasonable one, should be very practical one. So that is also realistic expectation. Now, the fourth way to overcome the second guessing, it is focus on the present. Focusing on the present, not to live in the past, not to live in the future. Focus on the present. That is also very very helpful. It is the fourth way of overcoming the second guessing problem. Now the fifth way to overcome the second guessing problem, it is the self trust. Start trusting yourself. If at all we did not trust ourselves in the past, so I think that was really bad, and it has caused a lot of damage to us. From now onward, we need to start trusting ourselves, so that we become really active in our life. Now, the sixth possible way to overcome this second guessing, it is the mindfulness exercises. What are these, by the way? It is the meditation, and it is the deep breathing exercises. So that is also a way. The sixth possible way to overcome the second guessing. Now the seventh possible way to overcome the second guessing, it is the seeking support from whom. I think we need to seek support from our loved ones. So now the next segment of it is the strategies to stop second guessing. Strategies to stop second guessing. What will be the strategies to stop the second guessing? So again, there are seven possible strategies. Number one, it is the practice self awareness. We need to practice the self awareness. We need to be well aware about whom, about we ourselves first of all. What is this self awareness? The best way, it is the SWOT analysis. What is this SWOT analysis? It is the abbreviation of four letters. So it begins with the first letter is S. S stands for our strength. What are my strengths, and what possible opportunities I may get because of my strength? So that is we need to write. Then what are my weaknesses, and what kind of possible threats I do have because of my weaknesses. How can I minimize my weaknesses? So that is the SWOT analysis. Knowing our strengths and knowing our weaknesses. Now the second strategy to overcome this second guessing, it is set clear goals. Setting of clear goals. The goal should be the SMART goal. What is meant by the SMART? Smart is again abbreviation of five letters. S stands for specific. M stands for the measurable. Measurable may mean we want to earn 500,000, but I have succeeded in achieving 150,000, so that means measurable. So A stand for attainable. It should be attainable, achievable, realistic one. Now the R stand for the relevant. It should benefit me. It should benefit my loved one. It should benefit the general public as well. Now the T stand for the time bound. So the time bound mean, if at all I want to achieve something, suppose by the end of 2024. So that is a kind of time bound. The deadline could vary from case to case, from the person to person. So my dear friends and fellows, it is, you know, that is so important indeed that we people are, doing that. It is the setting of realistic goals. So that is, now see, a realistic expectation. Now, it is the, now the third strategy, it is develop decision making criteria. We need to develop the decision making criteria. We all should have a criteria, so that every decision of my mind should be fulfilling this condition. Every decision of mine should be fulfilling this condition. The condition are 3, 4, 5, whatever it is, and prioritize them. That this is the first condition. My every decision of mine, every choice of mine must be fulfilling this condition. Then this condition, then the at least 2, 3 condition must be met by the, by the decision we have taken. So it is the, develop decision making criteria. Now the fourth strategy to overcome the decision making, it is taking of calculated risk. Yes, taking the calculated risk. Risk taking is very important, but the risk taking should not be a blind one. It should not be like a gambling at all. Rather, it should be a very calculated one. What is this calculated risk? It means that, looking upon what are the chances of my success in it. How many chances? Then if at all unfortunately I fail, what will be, the losses? Can I bear it, or maybe I cannot bear it? So these are, I think, that the things to be taken care of. Now the next thing, it is, you know now the fifth thing, it is reframe negative thought. Reframing of the negative thought. Some of our thoughts are positive one, another some of our thoughts are negative one. I think every negative thought must be countered, and we need to reframe our negative thought, convert it into a positive one, change your perspective. So that is, never allow the negative thought, the discouraging thought to persist in your mind. Rather, as soon as it is possible for you, eradicate it, throw it out. Now the sixth possible strategy to overcome it, that is learn from the mistake. Learning from our mistake. Every one of us make the mistakes. No one else is without the mistake. Everyone else make the mistake. So making the mistakes, it is not bad at all, but not failing to learn from the mistakes, that is very, very bad. We need to learn from the mistake. Now the seventh is cultivate gratitude. We need to cultivate the gratitude. It is very important indeed. Cultivation of the gratitude is very important indeed. We need to develop an attitude of gratitude. What is this attitude of gratitude? It is focusing upon what we are possessing, and then being grateful to every small thing, not ignoring the small thing, not taking for granted the smaller thing, because the major things occur, after a longer period of time. Every major thing we are enjoying, we are benefiting from, we must be grateful. Even the smaller thing, the smaller blessing, we should be very grateful. We should use it in the best possible way, in an optimal way, for we ourselves, for our loved ones, and for other people. So that is all from me today. Thank you very much.